Morning students and Happy New Year to all. Hope you enjoyed the Diwali holidays very well. So you celebrate Diwali with safety measures and precautions. So now we will start the term 2 for class 6. So today we will study about the chapter number 9, that is living organisms, characteristics and its habitat. As we know, there are different number of places and that have different characteristics. Some places are cold or some places are hot. Some places are very warm or some places are very humid and dry. So, in that places, the living organisms are of different character. So, that living organisms have different character, so they are adapt to that environment. So, to survive in such conditions, we have to live or we have to adapt those conditions. So, there are number of animals which are living in such places which are adapt that conditions. So, we can say that the living organisms are live in different environments have different characters. So living organisms that are live in particular environment have same characteristics or different characteristics. So here the first term arises that is habitat. To understand the habitat, you have to know that camel live in desert or yak, goat are live in mountain region. So some ant can live in all type of environment. So in this way we can say that the living organisms live in different kinds of environment and they have different characteristics. So firstly the term is habitat, that is the surrounding where plants and animals live. So the area where plant and animal live, that is called its habitat. As we live in a particular locality, that is our habitat. So we live in a warm area, that is our habitat. So the habitat is the surrounding of plant and animal where they live. So the habitat has two components. So the components of habitats are biotic component and number 2 is abiotic components. So the biotic components are all the living things constitute the biotic components. What are that living things? That is plants, animals are the biotic component of the habitat. And the second one is abiotic component. All the non-living things such as rock, soil, air, water are constitute the abiotic component of the habitat. So these are the components of the habitat. So now next is the types of habitat. So here the habitat is divided into two categories which is sub-categorized in next topic. So that is terrestrial habitat. So terrestrial habitat is plants and animals that live on land, that is forest, desert, coastal and mountain regions. So in this way we can say that the terrestrial habitat is the habitat where plants and animals that live on land. The land consists of forest, desert, coastal region and the mountain regions. So next is aquatic habitats. So aquatic habitat means the plants and animals that live in water. So the water means that is lake, ponds, rivers and oceans. So in this way the habitat is divided into two categories, that is terrestrial habitat and number 2 is aquatic habitat. So to understand the habitat, the term is adaptation. So adaptation means what we adapt from that environment or that surrounding to live in a particular area. So that is presence of specific features or certain habits which enable an organism to live in its surrounding. So we have to adapt certain habits or certain features to live in that particular environment. So if we live in, animals are live in a wintry area or the snowy area, they have a fur on their body to keep their body warm. So that's why they have to adapt that specific features or habits to attain or to survive in that particular environment. So here there are some terrestrial habitats which are described here. Firstly, you have to know habitat is divided into two categories, that is terrestrial habitat and number 2 is aquatic habitat. So terrestrial habitat has three categories, that is deserts, mountain region and number 3 is grassland. So number 1 is deserts. In deserts, rats, snakes has not long legs, so that they have to stay in deep under the soil. So they have to stay in the deep under the soil, so which make them warm. To make attain the cooler condition, they have to come out from that sand to at the night. So next is camel. Camel has long legs which help them to stay away from the heat which is coming out from the sand. Camel has lot of features like it lost less water. So in desert area, the water conditions are very poor. So that's why they need less water or they lost less water. So in dry conditions, there is less excretion of urine or sweating. So in this way, camel has to save water or lose less water. So next is some plants that have small leaves and the photosynthesis is carried by stem. So small leaves helps in reduction of water loss and their roots are go deep in the soil. The roots are go deep in the soil for the absorption of the water. So as soon as they absorb more water and retain the water, and the loss of water is very less during the transpiration process. Number 2 is mountain region. So mountain regions are very cold. There is snowfall during the winter season. The trees of mountain region are cone shaped. They have sloping branches and their leaves are of needle shape. This shape is due to the falling or the sloping of the snow and rainfall from that trees. So some animals have thick skin or fur to protect them from cold. For example, snow leopard or yak has the fur on their body and also fur on their feet, which help them to protect from the cold. Certain like mountain goats have strong hooves, and the strong hooves help them to running on the rocky sloping mountains. So in this way, the animals and plants adapt their conditions to stay or survive in that particular conditions. Next is grassland. So lion, for example, lion live in forest or grassland. Lion is brown in color. As it is live in forest area, it protect or hide itself from their prey so that it can catch their prey very easily. So lion has toes are very sharp so that they can run very fast to catch its prey. Similarly, deer live on grassland. It has long hair to hear its predators so that it can save itself to catch or hide itself from their predators. So the long ears to hear the movement of predators and the eyes are on the side, which helps to see the deer in all directions. And the speed of deer is very high, so that it can escape themselves from their predators. So in this way, the deer can save itself from their predator, and the lion has prey on deer. So in this way, the lion take the conditions to attack on deer, and deer has the specific characteristics to save themselves from lion. So we can say that from this discussion that the animals and plants have certain characteristics or certain habits which help them to survive or live in that particular condition. So in this way, we can say that these animals and plants have adaptation to that particular conditions. So here I had discussed about the some terrestrial habitats. In next lecture, we will discuss about the aquatic habitat and the characteristics of the living organisms. So I will attach the PDF file along with this video. You can write the work in classwork as well as homework notebook. Thank you.